Hey guys, welcome back. This channel is dedicated to all things personal finance, helping you earn more, spend less, and invest the difference. Now today we're going to be talking about a special topic. We're going to be talking about how you can start your own small business and very rapidly replace your entire W-2 salary. According to the book, The Millionaire Next Door, a whopping 66% of millionaires, or 2 out of every 3, own their own business. So if you want to become a millionaire, you need to do what millionaires do, and you need to own your own small business. Now, owning your own small business has a lot of economic benefits to it, but it's more than just that. When you own your own business, you are the boss. You get to live life on your own terms. You get to do what you want, when you want to, and how you want to do it. Now, some people are scared of opening their own business. They're afraid of failure. And people that are afraid to start their own business, there's usually 2 big things that go wrong when people start their own business. And the first one is some businesses are very expensive to start. So for example, if you want to own a restaurant, maybe you like to cook or something like that, owning a restaurant is expensive to get off the ground because you got to rent a space for your restaurant, you got to lease a building, and then you got to get all of the specialized equipment, all of the ovens and ranges and grills, etc. You got to hire a bunch of different people, so the upfront cost is very expensive. But even if you had the money to start your own restaurant, now you have to market. And these these large nationwide restaurants, they spend millions of dollars every year on marketing. I'll bet right now if you stopped and thought about it, you could name 50 or 100 different nationwide restaurant chains. I mean, you got McDonald's and Taco Bell, Chipotle, you got all kinds of stuff, and everybody has their favorites. So realistically, if somebody is driving around town and they get hungry, they're gonna find where their closest favorite restaurant is. They're probably not gonna go and try your new restaurant that they've never heard of. And that's why a lot of small businesses fail. But what if I told you that there was an easy way to break in and start your own business with almost no money up front, with a very high success rate where you didn't have to spend a bunch of money on marketing, and you could quickly replace your entire job salary? How cool would that be? So in this video, I'm going to be talking about how you can start your own lawn care business. Now, some of you guys might be saying, I don't want to own a lawn care business. I don't like manual labor. I don't want to be outside and hot and dirty. Maybe you've got allergies, so you don't want to be cutting a bunch of grass all the time. But realistically, whatever your excuse is, none of that stuff matters. Remember, you're the owner of the business. You manage and supervise and oversee your business. You're not the one actually going out and cutting the grass yourself. You hire other people to do that work for you. When I first started working, my very first job as a young teenager was I went out and I mowed lawns independently, and I earned roughly about $25 an hour. Now, a lot of people out there, you guys aren't making $25 an hour right now, but this was back in the early to mid 90s when I was a young teenager. Now, if you adjust $25 an hour for inflation and bring that up to 2020, that's about $45 an hour that I was earning as a 13 and 14-year-old kid. So let's think about it this way. The average nationwide fee for somebody to come out and do a basic lawn mowing and trimming is about $50. And from experience, that usually takes for most yards less than an hour to do. And obviously, the bigger the yard, the more that you will charge. Now, what if you went out and found somebody that was willing to cut the grass for you for $20 an hour? You can do simple things like put a posting on Indeed.com that you are hiring landscaping professionals to work for you, or you can just simply go to Craigslist and browse people that are offering their services as gig work on Craigslist or something like that, and offer them $20 an hour to cut the grass for you. Or better yet, offer them $25 an hour and they have to provide their own transportation. So maybe they provide like a pickup truck or a trailer or something like that so that they can haul their own equipment from place to place. So now if you're charging $50 an hour and you're only paying out $25 an hour, then for every hour that this person is working, you are also making $25 minus any miscellaneous expenses like gas for the mower and repairs, etc. Heck, I know a lot of places, if you just drive down to Home Depot or Lowe's, there's usually a bunch of people just standing outside looking for manual day labor. You can just walk up and approach one of those people, and I'm sure that they will be more than happy to work for you on a recurring basis for 20 or 25 bucks an hour. Now, who knows, maybe when you first start this small business, you are going to actually do the lawn care yourself because you maybe don't have a whole bunch of clients. So maybe you just go out on the Saturday or something like that and mow a bunch of lawns just once every other week or something and collect all of the money. But at some point, you're going to scale your business where outsourcing this and hiring additional employees just makes sense. So how are you supposed to actually find clients? Because it sounds like you're going to make a bunch of money if you're charging 50 bucks an hour and only paying out 25. Realistically, it's just a matter of finding clients. So how do you find clients? Well, unlike the restaurant business where you can already name dozens or hundreds of restaurants just off the top of your head, I'll bet nobody out there can name a single landscaping business off the top of your head. And that's the beauty of this industry and several others like it, is that the market is not saturated with these mega corporations that are spending millions of dollars on advertising. More or less, everybody is on a level playing field when it comes to marketing and getting your name out there. So realistically, if you were wanting to hire somebody to come and mow your lawn for you, you would probably just go to Google and type in lawn care services near me. And then you would scroll through the list and you would find one that has some good reviews and hopefully a bunch of different reviews. That way you know it's pretty legit, and you would just call and hire these people. So you'd go to their website, you'd give them a call, and that is all it takes. So realistically, you want to be showing up in their search results. And to do this, it only takes about 5 or 10 minutes. If you just go to google.com/business, you can come up here to the corner and hit sign in, and you can either log into your account if you've already got an account, or it will ask you to create a new account. It's going to ask you to name your business. It's going to ask for some simple information like what your business does, what areas it covers, and if you have a physical location, a website, etc. So step through this process. It takes about 5 or 10 minutes, and now you are going to be showing up in people's search results when they're looking for lawn care services in and around their area. And the next step then is, obviously, you want to be one of the people that stands out in their search results. And how did we say people stand out? Well, by having good reviews and lots of reviews. So maybe you offer promotional offers for any customers where if they leave a favorable review for your company, that you'll give them $10 off their next lawn care service, or 50% off, or however you want to work it. Give them a financial incentive to leave you a positive review, and you'll be surprised at just how quickly you'll rack up these 5-star rating reviews. Now, one of the keys with this Google business is you want to have a website that potential clients can go to and see what services you offer, get some information, and reach out and contact you. So you want to have a website, but a lot of people overthink a website or think that it's too difficult or something like that. Creating a website is incredibly easy. You can go to websites like bluehost.com and register your domain. So your domain is the actual web address. So maybe you want your business to be called benSuperAwesomeLandscaping.com. So you would go to Bluehost and you would register the domain benSuperAwesomeLandscaping.com, and that makes that your website. And then you're going to pay probably about $3 or $4 a month for them to actually host this website on their web servers, and then it's just a matter of actually making the website itself. And if you're not a tech person, don't worry. There's lots of other people that are tech people that are wanting to create websites for you. Just go to Fiverr.com, and this is a website for a bunch of gig workers. If you just type in web design, you'll see that there are people that have already done dozens of websites for different people, and they charge varying amounts depending on how good they are or how in-depth the particular website needs to be. But realistically, you can get a website up and running for somewhere between $5 to $100 depending on who you hire. And you don't need anything too fancy on your website, just a couple of pictures, what services you offer, and a way for customers to reach out and contact you. So realistically, all you have to do is hire somebody for maybe $25 and they will make the website for you. Just provide a few pictures of yourself or something like that, something where they have some content to actually upload to this new website that they're making for you, and they'll take care of the rest. So all in, your expenses might be maybe $200, $250 for a new lawnmower, maybe $100 for a gas-powered weed eater, give or take a few bucks to set up and maintain this website, and then any kind of ongoing expenses or additional equipment that you want to buy. Maybe you want to get like a hedge trimmer or something like that, so you can do additional services on top of that. But realistically, at least to start with, you don't need a whole lot. And a lot of people already have a lawnmower and a weed eater. So if that's the case, then you can get started with this business for under $100. And if you're not using a whole lot of money, then there's very little risk, even in a worst case situation, if this doesn't work out for you. So let's do some quick math. Let's just say that you're doing 40 yards per week. That's going to be 8 yards times 5 days out of the week. Each yard takes, give or take, about an hour to do. Now, you're earning $50 per hour, but you're only paying out $25 to this person that you're hiring to actually do the work for you. So realistically, you're earning $25 an hour just to sit back and manage this operation. Now, 8 yards a day at $25 an hour, that's going to be $200 a day or $1,000 a week just to manage this setup. Like, you're not the one actually going out and doing any work. You just need to manage and supervise and let this person know, hey, these are the 8 different yards that you need to go mow for this day. Now, depending on where you live, most yards get mowed maybe every week, every other week, or every 10 days or something like that. So you can literally just set this up on a recurring calendar basis where it's very, very hands-off. This person already knows in advance which yards that they need to mow each and every day. So this means that you are making about $1,000 a week if you are managing 40 different lawns that are being mowed for that week. And while earning $1,000 a week for managing these 40 lawns is pretty fantastic, but why stop there? It's easy at that point to keep on growing to 60, 80, 300, whatever the number is. All you have to do is just, once you have outgrown your current capacity, hire another worker and put them to work. And the same thing, you'll be making basically $25 an hour for every hour that they work, because you're collecting 50 and only paying out 25. Now, when you're first starting out, Google is going to be one of your best marketing tools, but you can also do things like those little pull tab flyers where it has your name and contact information, and you can leave those around town on telephone poles or at grocery stores, the post office, anywhere that has one of those bulletin flyers. You can do marketing that way. It's super cheap and easy. Maybe just spend an afternoon driving around town, dropping off a bunch of these different flyers at different locations. Word of mouth is going to be a great way as well. So if you do a good job, your current clients will refer other people, and it sort of snowballs from there. Once you get your business started, you might think about buying and designing some of your own t-shirts where it has your company logo and the telephone number on the back. That way, when your employees are out there mowing the yards, they can wear this particular t-shirt. And that way, all of the neighbors know exactly who to contact if they want to hire your company as well. And finally, one of the best ways to supercharge your clientele and get a bunch of clients all at once when you're first starting out is to contact the various property management companies in your area. If you live in a bigger city, then there are professional companies that manage houses and apartments for landowners. And so these people manage potentially hundreds or thousands of individual homes that are being rented out. And a lot of these renters may not have the tools necessary to keep up with their yards, so they need to pay somebody in order to come and do their yards for them. Now, most property management companies already have established working business relationships with a wide variety of people. That way they can offer a la carte services to these new clients. They can already recommend who to contact if they need lawn care service. So just call up all these property management companies and see who they are currently recommending for lawn care services. And then let's just say that they're using Joe's Landscaping Company. And they use Joe's Landscaping Company because he's a little bit cheaper. He only charges $45 an hour. And so maybe you can then just undercut and say, well, that's great, but I'll do it for $40 an hour, and I'll give you, as the property management company, a $5 referral fee every time I cut one of those yards. So this is a triple win situation. The individual renter is winning because now they're only being charged $40 instead of $45, so the renter is saving money. The property management team is making some money because now they're getting $5 from you every single time that you come out and mow this yard. And you're winning because now you have more clients. And I know that you're only making $35 on these yards instead of the $50 that you're used to when you're mowing your own yards that you built client relationships with. But who cares? So you're still coming and collecting $35, but you're only paying your employee $25 to go and mow this yard. So every time that your employee goes out and does this, you make $10. It doesn't really matter that you're not making $25. The fact is, you're still making $10 to essentially do nothing because it's somebody else that's going out and actually mowing the yard. These property management companies have hundreds of clients. So let's just say that you can pick up 100 clients off of this one particular property management team. The management company is happy because they're making $5 each time, so they're making $500 on a weekly or bi-weekly basis, whatever the case may be. So it's a significant revenue generating system for them. And you're happy because you're making $10 every time your company goes out and mows this yard. $10 times 100 clients, well, that's an extra $1,000 every week or every other week simply by adding these clients. Now, if you live in the South, maybe you can do lawn mowing and lawn care year-round. Or otherwise, if you live in other areas, you might have to expand your services offered. So maybe in the fall, you offer to rake and get rid of all of the leaves, maybe snow removal, etc. In the spring, maybe you plant and fertilize and aerate the grass, etc. Or who knows, don't do lawn care maintenance. There's plenty of other manual labor jobs where you can easily hire other people to do the job for you at a reduced cost, where your job is just to go out and find new clients. So start thinking outside the box, start thinking of different business ideas that you can start today for a little or no upfront cost. You don't have to reinvent the wheel when you're starting your own business. You just have to have the hustle and the desire to get this party started. If you found this video useful, be sure to subscribe, leave a comment down below, and as always, I'll see you all again next time. Thanks.